All right. Hello there, and welcome into the Hourglass. It's great to have each and every one of you here today. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys are feeling in your empowered, in your lightheartedness. And if you're not, you need to get up there. All right. So, this message is empowered by your higher self. So, what it is that your higher self is trying to point out to you, what it is that your higher self is trying to grab your attention to show you. A lot of times, busyness, our own lower energies or emotions get in the way. It kind of like blindsided us or clouds our judgment. You know, what other people are doing and what they're not doing, our ego, what have you. We're going to see what is your higher self trying to tell you. All right. I'm getting this vision, and as I was doing the introduction, I was getting this vision of a broken window. So I don't know if it's a lot of you that's breaking out of some sort of perception, belief, perspective. Something is being broken out of, all right? I've seen a broken window here, and I'm seeing the words ebb and flow. Ebb and flow. Maybe your name is Ebony. Yeah, Ebony. Such a beautiful name. Ebony and Ivory. Oh no. Is that a song? All right, you guys. Thank you for hitting that like, subscribe, share button. Thank you guys so much for all the support that you have been given to the Hourglass community. It's a pleasure to read your cards and give these free readings. Hello. All right. I think that's enough shuffling. I did pre-shuffle all the decks that I will be using today. What is your higher self trying to tell you? Perfect timing. So it's the perfect time for some of you that's watching. Hey, Oop. I'm always doing that, knocking over my thing for romance. All right. So some of you may be single, ready to go out there and meet somebody new. It's the perfect timing. I feel like some of you have broken out of some sort of perception or old belief about romance. Some of you are telepathically communicating with someone here, and maybe someone that you have not yet met. And when you meet this person, it's going to feel like you have known them before. Some of you are calling in romance as well. We have in the spring, summertime energy coming through as well. There's a lot of the helix energy. So I don't know if you guys are recovering or you recovered from a bad romance, and it's the perfect time for you to get out there and do something. So we're going to buzz on the tarot and see what is a what. Let's do some crappy cards first. All right, crappy cards. What is the perfect time for my viewer? What is this all about? Clarify that thing. We have social media connections. So I definitely feel like you guys may be on dating sites. Some of you may be coming on here looking for new romance, new love. And you may be like out here doing that dating scene on social media. Some of you, this person, somebody's been checking you out from social media. If you do not have social media, this may not be the message for you. But if you don't, I feel like someone around you that's interested in you romantically, they're trying to look you up on social media. It's almost like they're trying to figure out why a person like you does not have social media. Oh my gosh. So somebody may be ready, feel like it's the perfect time to come forward and do some romantic goals with you. This was also on my Instagram page. If you're on my Instagram page, go and big up yourself. Thank you so much for the support. If you're not and you're interested, jump down in the description box below and you will see all of that good information, all right? So romance is very much on a lot of people's minds. A lot of people are feeling like it's a perfect time to get out there and, you know, do romantic or have more romantic goals with their partner. Crappy cards, what's up? We have new lifestyle and new career path. Wow. So many of you that's going to be viewing this video, there's going to be, and I'm hearing the word miracles, miraculous miracles. So a lot of you are going to be experiencing miracles when it comes to a new lifestyle and a new career path. Now, if you already have a career going on, you may have an advancement, and romance may be next on your list. It's almost like when you get that burst of confidence, when you feel a sense of renewal, you're gonna want to have romance in your life, and why not, right? I don't know, I'm seeing a lot of like hearts flowing up. You know, when you do like a live and a lot of people is like liking what you're saying, it's like a lot of hearts just floating up. So it's like a rain shower of hearts. Wow. All right, so let's buzz down the tarot and see what's going on. Oh my gosh. And I'm feeling like a lot of you are like gonna be impressed by a certain person. Maybe this is a tough cookie or someone that has like this tough exterior that's gonna come forward very romantically. Oh my gosh, somebody's definitely switching up the game here. Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of romantic communication. I hope somebody's not gaslighting you guys because they're seeing you move on in a new lifestyle. I hope not. I'm hope not, because them people need to get somewhere. They need to get a life, right? Let's just scoot my butt up here. All right, let's bust down the tarot and see what is going on. Who is this person? For some of you, it's going to have a romantic communication going on. Romantic conversation is a perfect time. Somebody's feeling like that. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. All right, Queen of Pentacles. So you may be cultivating a lot of good shit in your life. If you have the Midas touch, it's like everything you touched turns to gold. Some of you could like pineapples. Sweet. There's a sweetness here about someone. And I'm not talking about, you know, well, you know, any which way, there's a sense of sweetness here. Somebody may think that you're very sweet, you're very romantic and nurturing, but you also have this very stable. I'm hearing that some of you may be a staple in a lot of people's lives because you're so cultivated, you're so ambitious, but yet you have like this cool, caring, touch to you. People could look or refer to you as the mama bear. I'm hearing the mama bear. If you're a guy that's watching, you may be in your Queen of Pentacles energy where you're ready to work with others. You want to team up, or somebody wants to be a team player, be on your team. And you know what's so crazy? I had the King of Pentacles on my Instagram with the romance. So some of you could be husbands and wives or spouse, couple in here. All right. So both of you may be very business or family oriented, or both. And you're kind of figuring out like, listen, there's so much busyness that's been going around or going on with us, and we forgot to put some romance into our lives. The both of you could be telepathically communicating about that. So you could be thinking that your partner could be mirroring these same thoughts. So what is your higher self trying to tell? If I bump my camera one more time, all right, what is your higher self trying to tell you? To make some time for romance. Make some time to really study how you feel about the situation, about romance. Hey, some of you, your higher self is trying to tell you that you may have a new career path in romance, all right? Or romance is somehow involved in this new career path. Honey child, it's a perfect time. Let's see what else. We have the Hangman's energy. So maybe you were like up in the air. Some of you could have been in a stalemate for a very long time with someone that you were committed to, loyal, and for some of you married to. And I feel like there's a calling for a cornerstone, or there's a very important staple or block. Not a block where it's blocking you, but a block to build. Like a brick, right? Some brick is missing. So you guys were really caught up in the matrix, both of you, because I'm referring to the King of Pentacles that's on my Instagram. It feels like a continuation of it. So your higher self is trying to remind some of you that, listen, you've been too much caught up in this matrix. You're hanging yourself, or you're leaving a lot of romance or this renewal in your life, in your career, up in the air, and it's time for you to take yourself down because you put yourself there. All right. And it could be because you have a lot of doubts here. I'm hearing like there's a lot of doubts that needed to be cleared up with the Queen of Pentacles energy. Some of you may be working with hoodoo. I'm hearing hoodoo or kitchen witches that's going on here. Some of you may have had a very ungrounded side of yourselves, and that may have caused a lot of stalemate energy here. I'm hearing weathering the storm. So maybe you was weathering a storm or a rough patch in your life, and it gave a lot of insights, a lot of spiritual enlightenment. Hey, for some of you, your higher self is trying to tell you that you are ready to come out of this stalemate energy of leaving things up in the air. For some of you, with this Queen of Pentacles, it could be having to do with wealth and your success. Hey, but it's time. You're matured. I'm hearing that you're matured. You came a long way, and it's now time for you to make a new reality or a new lifestyle here with the Hangman's energy. We have some Sagittarian with Earth. So it could be Sagittarian with a lot of, I'm hearing Taurus energy. Doesn't have to be, though. What is this all about? What is the higher self trying to tell my viewer here? The Emperor. So you do have a very clear vision, but something about it, it's making you doubt, or you're procrastinating a lot with this Hangman's energy. Now, I'm going to take the Hangman as some sort of guidance, but what I'm getting here is that you may have felt like there was no direction here. So you may feel like this energetic pull, or you may energetically feel like you're attracting romance, new career path, a new lifestyle, but you're not seeing any direction. So you have that big vision with the Emperor's energy, and it's now calling for you to take the power back. This is a lot of success energy with the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. That talks to me about success is in your hands, but you may need a plan or a strategy to go forward. Some of you may feel like you have no freaking direction, and this is all being pushed on you. But have faith in yourself, because you have really pure or great intentions with the Queen of Pentacles. So your higher self is trying to tell you, baby, you're ready. You have grown a lot. You have matured a lot. You're very cultivated. The seeds that you may have planted may have really good energy behind of it. So it's not really your intentions, but the energy behind your intentions here. You have waited long enough. It's time to take yourself down. Some of you may have been distracting yourself with a lot of like basic surface level bullshit, and it's now time for you to unplug from that, is what I'm hearing with the Hangman's energy. Now with the Emperor energy, it's telling me that your higher self is trying to lead you onto a plan of strategy here. Get into your leadership energy and have this strong trust about yourself with the Emperor's energy. Some of you may have your ego. You're very stubborn here. I'm seeing a lot of rams. So you may be very stubborn, goat-like energy. Some of you may be the black sheep in your family, but you're really the goat. And you needed a lot of spiritual enlightenment. So your world may have been turned upside down from a lot of storms, but you needed those storms to become very strong. Have some strong trust within yourself, hey. All right, so we have the Three of Wands. Some of you you're having a lot of spiritual enlightenments in a lot of the visions or the foresights you're receiving. Some of you are constantly waiting here, and this is causing stalemate within your life. It's like you're waiting for something big and dramatic to push you through to this direction, but you have direction. Use your moral compass here. Have this strong trust within yourself. Hey, what are you waiting for? For somebody to hold your hand? For somebody to come and say, hey, let's do this together? Sometimes you need to hold your own hand. Sometimes you need to be your own cheerleader, your own support group. Sometimes it's just you and your fucking grind. All right. But again, remember I mentioned that some of you could energetically feel that you're attracting something beautiful here, and it's coming. It's a lot of rams, it's a lot of goats. So you need to have this willpower, this forceful willpower. Use the energy of Aries. By the way, happy birthday to all the Aries in the house. Use the energy of the Aries to bring in new ideas, to move out there, to expand. If you're feeling really fearful and doubtful, transmute that energy into strong trust. You're blossoming here, honey child. You're blossoming. Don't leave nobody tell you. You have luxury and wealth that's waiting for you, and you need to claim it. Some of you, there's a really strong emperor energy. This person could be a father, or they could have a lot of masculine energy that's coming forward to you. This is also the divine masculine's energy. So some of you need to tap in to your divine masculine energy, where you have clear purpose, you have clear vision, you hold that vision, and you move in discernment, in integrity, regardless of what naysayers, regardless of what's happening on the outside. You have clear vision forward. Some of you are thinking back on the past about someone that has left you in a stalemate position. You may have been very caring and nurturing to this person. We have High Priestess with the Six of Cups. Yes. So some of you are letting, because I'm seeing the Emperor look into the past here. So some of you are still holding on to the past with the Six of Cups. Many of you that's watching, you're an old soul. And for some reason, in some past lifetime, you kind of felt like you messed up. And you're right. It's almost like some of you are having a lot of deja vus, or you're witnessing a lot of miracles that's happening. And you're still having this doubt about yourself, because possibly in a past life, you were at this same exact position. And maybe something didn't go as you planned, and you kind of like stuck in this lifetime. So with the High Priestess energy and the the Hangman's energy, it's time to look at things in a different way. That broken window with the High Priestess could also talk about things are being revealed. The veil is being thinned out here for you to see the truth about your intuition, or your intuition is very on point, but you're overlooking it. It's like you're so concerned about physical or material matters, like your career or how you're showing up in a person's life. It's like you're working for somebody else's empire instead of your own empire. And it's now time for you to get in your own power, call back in your power, and stand up for your own brands, for your own visions here. Something is very nostalgic here. So some of you could be still kind of reminiscing on a breakup or a bad romance with an emperor, somebody that was very egotistical, or could be very, very controlling. So that person could have held back, or they could have all the way pulled back because things was not going in their favor when it came to you guys. So instead of talking it out, and this person could feel like it's nothing to be said. All right, things are just not rolling how I want it, so I pulled back. All right. So you may be dealing with somebody that you have a lot of history with the Six of Cups. This person may be also going through breakthroughs in their life as well. But this is a lot of powerful energy. With the High Priestess energy, some of you could be, I'm hearing, spell casters, or you have very strong intentions, or the energy behind your intentions is so strong that you literally grow and create what is on your mind. You get what I'm saying? Remember, it's not the seeds or the intentions, it's the energy behind these intentions to plant these ideas, these goals, these dreams, and these desires, right? Some of you have like this underground reservoir of intuitive strength, but your trust within yourself may be very low here because you're reminiscing on something else that's blocking it. So it's almost like it's distracting you, but you're letting it distract you from you giving yourself permission to have a renewal in life, all right? Some of you, you could actually feel this person. Like I mentioned in the beginning, both of you may be telepathically thinking about the same things. All right. I'm just knocking a lot of shit down on my freaking manifestation station. All right. So your person, for some of you, what your higher self may be trying to tell you is that you are good enough. All right. You're a person that makes things happen. You work really well with others to make their dreams and your dreams come true, but you may be dealing with somebody that's stuck in their own past. They may be having trouble kind of healing through some family or childhood traumas here, some deep core issues that they have not yet healed, and this is blocking them, because even though they feel like they have some sort of power, or you have given them some sort of authority over the situation, they're still very concentrated on the past. Hey, and some of you may be working really hard, or you try to work with this person to kind of like reveal certain things to them, and they were really unbothered because they're a very stubborn individual. So it's kind of hard to kind of teach or open this person's mind to other things. So with the Six of Cups, you guys may be reminiscing, it could be mirror energy. You guys could be reminiscing about each other, wanting a new career or a new life, possibly with each other. But with the High Priestess energy, I'm hearing that it's time for you, viewer, to kind of trust your own intuition. It's time for you to have, I'm hearing, it's time for you to penetrate your subconsciousness, your intuition, your subconsciousness. Something is coming up for you to look at it in a different perspective. Now is the perfect time to really dive deep in your subconsciousness. It's time to tap into your all-knowing intuition. The truth is somehow there. Some of you, you're being literally planted in a certain position in your life. You're feeling like you're stuck, or your person that you may have romance or romantic history with, they may be feeling like they're stuck as well, and you may be playing passive aggressive. Again, take that Aries energy and stand up for yourself. If you have been in this High Priestess energy for a while, passive aggressiveness, inactive, waiting for the right time for things to unfold, to say something or do something, or you're waiting for things to unfold naturally. Well, with this Aries energy and this Aries season, with the full moon in Libra, it's urging you to kind of have this righteous anger, or this righteous aggression towards your life, towards your intuition, towards this strong trust that you need to kind of like embrace when it comes to yourself. It's almost like this thought about this romantic person could either be distracting you from moving on in your life, or discouraging you from moving on. It's like you're waiting for this person to catch up, and this person is taking their sweet time because they're still caught up in a lot of childhood traumas or a lot of childhood beliefs that mold them into this type of emperor. So, your higher self may be trying to encourage you to, listen, honey, we know that we love this person and we want to do life. We want a life with this person, but you need to move forward. You're hanging up on a person that wants to remain where they're at for now because they still have some things that they need to sort out. There are a lot of children here as well. So I don't know if you or this person may have children, or there's a lot of core energy. I'm hearing that somebody's very complacent, like a child, waiting for a parent to lead or give directions here. I want to see what's the relationship between the High Priestess and the Emperor. Because this person's intuition is trying to get at them, but they're blocking it. And this is what's causing a stalemate energy. Some of you know this about this person. So this is why you're in this passive aggressive energy. But you can't afford, I'm hearing, you can't afford to put your life on hold. And some of you are doing this. Some of you are literally doing this, like you're taking baby steps in your life because this person is way behind, and your higher self is telling you, you could feel this person's right behind of you, but because there's still a distance, you may be trying to slow up your progression in life, and you're being told by your higher self not to do that, to use your all-knowing energy, your all-knowing intuitive energy, and keep going here with the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Cups. I'm also feeling like a deep peace between the High Priestess and the Six of Cups. So I don't know if you guys are doing a lot of affirmation, road opener, rituals, whatever you're doing. You could sense that you're attracting it really strong here. With the Six of Cups, some of you have to dive deep in this subconsciousness to kind of like release a lot of your past. It's time to let go of the past. Some of your intuition is like jabbing you about this, but it's very emotional. It's almost like it hurts, or it's too emotional to let the past go, or you get really emotional about letting the past go. But what your higher self is trying to tell you, that you're really blocking your creativity here. You're really blocking yourself from moving forward when you do that, or when you give in to this emotional, overwhelming energy. Some of you could have suffered from a very unrealistic childhood past. Some of you could have suffered from abuse. Your person could have suffered from some sort of childhood abuse or neglect, and you're still holding on to the feeling that you felt. So when you do that, your body is not comprehending that it's just a memory, it's just emotions. So your body goes through the same trauma every time you choose to dwell or indulge in something very hurtful in your past. So this is why it's important to heal, release, and let go, to move forward here, because you're blocking this renewal. Somebody's very naive about something in the past. For some of you, your person may be afraid that they're just a memory to you now. What is the connection between High Priestess and the Emperor? We have the Page of Swords. So the both of you could be spying on each other, trying to get more information or intel. I'm hearing intel on the other. You may be very mysterious, and this is what captured your Emperor's heart. I'm also feeling like you remind them of somebody else that they may have had a friendship or a past relationship with. I'm hearing that song by Usher, You Remind Me of the Girl, some crap like that. If you know what I'm talking about, big up yourself in the comment box below. Both of you may be extremely frustrated that there's not communication or enough communication, or there's a strained communication. Remember, you guys are in this Hangman and this High Priestess energy where you both are gaining a lot of miracles or enlightenments during this frustrating phase or rough patch of not communicating clearly or appropriate, is what I'm hearing. Now, with the Page of Swords energy, the connection between the Emperor and the High Priestess is this is just all your energy. I'm feeling like because there's a lack of direction, or you sense that there's no visible or clear direction, you're very frustrated with this vision that you have. All right, you could be very frustrated with your intuition, or a lot of these signs and intuitive guidance that you're receiving. You may be frustrated that you can't take action on it because of the past. Something in your past is blocking your aggression or your boldness or your courage. So with the Page of Swords energy, you need to ask more questions here, or you need to be more curious about yourself. There's a lot of gossip or news. There could have been a lot of like rumors around the past that you're still indulging with. Some of you could be distracting yourself with celebrity news, or you're distracting yourself with this Emperor's what they're doing in their life. All right, some of you may have legal matters that's blocking you as well, and you need to kind of like I'm hearing you need to examine the agreement here. Some sort of contract or legal agreement could be blocking you from moving forward. You need to trust your intuition. Your intuition is trying to tell you something about an agreement between either your father. For some of you, could work for your dad, or, you know, somebody's running a mom and pop store or pop business. Some of you may be girl dads, or you're dealing with someone that has a lot of their father's ways. Could be a lot of argument, or they just get really angry. They have like this controlling issue, or they have like an abusive anger issue here that they learned. This was a learned behavior, and this person may be kind of like avoiding you out of respect and safety. But they're watching you. They're keeping a close eye on you. They're like hanging back, but still following you. Okay, so this person may want to talk, but in the past, some of you are romancing a bad romance with somebody that was just all talk and no action. They seem like an emperor. They seem like they were very aggressive, or this person that goes after what they want, but they were actually this emperor that sits and wait for people to bring them what they deserve. So you may be dealing with a very strong masculine energy that feels like they should just wait here on their throne, and you're going to bring whatever they require, and that's causing some sort of frustration. This person may be asking themselves like, what's the deal? You know the deal. I'm hearing you know the deal, and you're acting this way again. That's what I heard. So we have the Lover's energy. So both of you may be wearing masks here. Both of you may want to run towards each other, but you're waiting. It's a lot of waiting, a lot of inactive energy here. This person may also recognize you as a higher level soulmate. There may be, we have the Hierophant. So the both of you may be very stubborn and dogmatic. And this is the Taurus energy I was thinking about with the Sagittarian. So we have Aries, Saggy, and we have Taurin with Gemini energy, with Cancer and Taurus energy. So there's a lot of strong Taurin energy. So maybe you guys' views are opposing. You guys are really strong in your own ways about your own beliefs, and that may be clashing a lot. For some of you, I'm hearing that a lot of these beliefs, it could be your person, being that we have two people here as well. It could be that your person has a lot of outdated beliefs that they're struggling to let go because it's attached to some sort of trauma. It's attached to some sort of trauma, emotions that they're holding on to really tight because it feels like a sense of control, a sense of power here. This person looks at you as an equal. You may be looking at them as an equal. The both of you may want some sort of commitment in romance. Remember, I was talking about romantic goals. So this person has a romantic goal. Both of you may be telepathically sharing conversations about this romantic goals, but it's to now put that in the physical. It's to now bring that logic or that dream, that desire, and plant it in the physical. They're waiting for you to team up. We have a lot of waiting. This person is very stubborn in, or they have this ability to hang back and wait for you to bring them the requirements, or you guys are doing this to each other. Actually, it doesn't feel like a cat and mouse. It just feels like a duel, or it feels like chicken, you know, when the two cars are like revving up and then you have to like speed up to see who's going to swerve. It feels like you guys want to do that. Hey, wow, interesting. I'm hearing that somebody's in the lion's den, you know, and I'm hearing that meme or that analogy that lions don't play fair. If you're expecting a lion to play fair, you're gonna get eaten. All right, that's for some of you. Now, you could have very strong morals or moral, I'm hearing the moral compass. You're very strong about some sort of moral compass belief. I'm also feeling like some of you are really blind. You have like this blind loyalty or blind trust to some sort of spiritual teaching or a spiritual leader. Some of you could have really strong bonds with your father or the men in your life that is kind of projecting this Eve ideology, like Eve was a helpmeet and this is what women's supposed to do for men and blase. Some of you may not even be an Eve energy. You may be what? No way. Wow. I just heard the word Delilah. You may have like a Delilah, a black rose energy. Huh. Okay, that kind of threw me off right there. But some of you may not even have an Eve mentality. You may want your person to see you as an equal, and both of you have to do your own share. You have to both help each other to help the other, or help that one to help me to help you type of energy. But you may be dealing with somebody that's just not made that way. This person may have had a very strong abusive parent or role model that they were very close to, or after some time they began coming closer to this person, and a lot of wisdom was shared here with your person, and that person could have been an uncle, a dad that they were estranged from when they were growing up. They didn't have guidance from this person, and then moving on, or when they got older, this person returned and was giving them a lot of guidance. Some of you, you may want to move from romance into a very committed partnership or even marriage here. There is marriage. Some of you may be dealing with a married person, being that we have the Emperor. They may be already a spouse, or you're already seeing them as your spouse, but they have a lot of big decisions to make in their life, and childhood or core issues is blocking this person from having direction with that as well. So both of you may be going through similar things, or the story or the wisdom is very similar, but the scenarios may be very different. Hey, so it's a lot of silence coming from you, or you're being urged to come out of this silence, come out of this stalemate energy when it comes to yourself and renewals in your life. Some of you have a lot of creativity and it's being blocked because you're so fixated on what this Emperor is doing and what they're not doing. All right. This person may be very fixed in their ways and they're still indulging in a lot of familiar behaviors or habits. Hey, it's almost like your intuition is trying to tell you, leave this person be, because right now they're in a stalemate energy with themselves. And all you're going to do is bring more frustration. All you're going to do is bring more gaslighting, because I feel like somebody was gaslighting somebody, or every time they return, it's like a lot of talking. It's a lot of romance, but nothing happens. It's like nothing gets out of that talking about honeymoons or having a good time, linking up. We're going to do this. We're going to travel. But then that's all it stays, is just an idea. You guys are playing around with a lot of ideas, or this person does that to see what you're going to do. So it's like they're baiting you. They're baiting you to come in the lion's den. Hey, hold it down, y'all. Hold it down. Now, for some of you, this Emperor's energy, they may be feeling like that you're judging them for the life that they're living. Some of you are dealing with a very hypocritical or a very hypocrite Emperor. Hey, all right? This is somebody that they want to do what they want, but they have like limits for you. All right. And again, that could be some sort of stereotyping with the Hierophant. You know, women should be doing this, or feminine energy should be doing this, and masculine energy should be doing that. No. Women should be on the bottom. You know, you guys know that spiritual story about Adam and his first wife. All right. So, yeah. What else am I picking up here? I feel like your person have a very strong commitment in their life, or your higher self is trying to urge you that you need to have stronger trust in the commitments in your life with the Hierophant. Something is very outdated and it's corrupting this union here as well, or it's corrupting somebody's authentic nature to show up and start doing things within love for oneself here. I feel like your person feels a very deep peace with you when you guys are like talking or interacting. There's a deep peace here. They feel like you know it all and you have the direction, and maybe this is why they're waiting on you to lead, and you may be waiting on this person to lead. It's almost like you guys are holding on to a lot of stereotype here. Somebody could be holding on to what their father told them about how men should show up in a relationship. And this is causing delays and stalemate energy. Nevertheless, somebody's ready. It's a perfect time for somebody to come out of limbo and give themselves renewal here. You have attracted new lifestyle, new career, possibly even new romance that could lead to marriage. We have a lot of fixed energy. You're dealing with somebody that's fixed, or you're fixed. This is people, or this is a person that has difficulties changing. Hello, times are changing. Change is inevitable. And there's a strong union here, but it's in limbo because we have the Ankh and we have the Lovers. The Ankh is a perfect demonstration or symbolism of male and female energies intertwined, interconnecting, connecting. I'm going to leave it there, y'all. What does your ancestors or guides or spirit team wants you to know? Self-love. Now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's about a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your body, mind, and soul. That could also be talking about the lovers. It's time to now embrace that side of yourself that you have been pushing away because you're so involved in other things that does not concern you. This could also be your wounded masculine energy. It's time to tap in, heal that, to turn or shift that into a divine masculine energy within your soul. Just ask. So for a lot of you, your ancestors, your angels, your spirit team wants you to know this, or your higher self, the Most High. Just ask. There are many here in the spirit world that can assist you at this time. We are made up of divine souls, your loved ones, friends, guides, angels, and spirit helpers who are waiting to assist you. We are your spirit team, and all you have to do is ask for our help and guidance. Some of you need to be very precise. We have a lot of feathers that we, as a family here on the hourglass, has been seeing a lot of gray and white. Some of us has been seeing a lot of black and red or red feathers here. So it's time for you to reach out and ask for this guidance, for direction. Some of you have beautiful, all-knowing energy that you have suppressed in your subconscious, that it's now time to dabble in it or dive deep into that. Some of you could be feeling like you're pushing this awareness or guidance. You feel like it's a distraction or it's pushing you to do something that you're very uncomfortable doing, but it's for the best, and now is the time. So be very precise. Ask for guidance or a sign within 48 hours. Just to put a time frame, be very specific on what you want to see. Be very precise on the miracle that you want to see. Don't go ahead. Don't be harassing or being obsessive about the sign. Say it with great intention. Let it out in the ethers and go on about your day. It's going to come right in front of you, whether it's from a stranger, the TV, the radio, this spread, or from another spread. It's going to come to you. For some of you, it's through an advertisement, a commercial. All right, you're dealing with somebody that's a spoiled child, or they're rotten. This person is accustomed for things to be given to them. All right, so they sit and they wait for people to bring what's required for them to get up off their throne, or for them to even like pay attention here. So you're dealing with a very pompous. Some of you are dealing with a tyrant that uses or manipulates their wisdom. Some of you are dealing with a pastor or a spiritual teacher, or someone that has no idea that they're a spiritual teacher, or this is a spiritual lesson here. And there's a lot of wisdom that you have to give you some sort of direction to move forward or have a renewal in your life. All right. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you guys did enjoy this message. It was all about what your higher self wants to tell you, or what they want to remind you of, or what your higher self is really trying to show you. There's a lot of red flashing lights. Looks like sirens as well. So I don't know if you're dealing with somebody in law enforcement or something. Somebody may have gotten in trouble here, and they could be locked up. They could be trapped in the matrix. This is somebody that's wounded. You're dealing with a wounded masculine energy, or you yourself have a lot of distorted masculine energy that needs to be transcended or transmuted into a divine masculine energy. All right. So thank you guys so much for your donations, your support here on the channel, to all the free readings. Thank you for your tips, for your admiration, for the warm emails, for your beautiful comments. You guys are beautiful, and continue to keep moving forward in your own element. All right, so may everything finally fall in place for each and every one of you, and I'll see you guys in another channel message. Chat to you guys later. Ciao.